Hello and welcome everyone to another Starcraft 2 cast by Glitch. Today we are continuing to cast a lot of random ladder games that I picked up from drop.sc. This is something that I think is going to be pretty standard to my channel now. I think I'm just going to have to continue to cast these random games unless MLG decides to throw me a bone here and release a nice big replay pack that I can survive off of for a little while. It's just really hard to find series of games from professional level players. Anyway, let's introduce the players here. The map is going to be Belshir Vestige, and spawning at the top left position as the blue Terran we have EG's ThorZain. His opponent today spawning in the bottom right position as the red Protoss. We have got a barcode Protoss. I don't know who this is. ThorZain seems to know who it is. He said, "That look told me everything." I'm not exactly sure what he means by that, but I think he's suggesting that he knows who this player is. So, I don't know who it is, but it was played on the ladder, so we're going to have to see how these players are going to play. Both of them very high-ranked Masters level players, and ThorZain obviously much better than that. He's actually a professional level player, extremely top-level Terran player from, oh god, I forget what country he's from. I cannot remember for the life of me what country ThorZain is from. Is he German? I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to be wrong. So he's from Europe. He's a very top level European Terran, you guys. Now let's talk a little bit about this map and what are some things we could possibly see on this map. Now, Belshir Vestige is a map that is only a two-player map, so there's only two possible locations for your players to spawn, but there's a lot of narrow paths. Everywhere you go, there's high grounds followed by low grounds, and a lot of chokes that constantly go up and down, kind of rolling hills that go all throughout the map. So this means that units that are good at fighting in chokes are very strong here. So anytime you can get things like Colossi, any AoE type units are very strong, right? And now we do actually see a little bit of indecision going down here from our Protoss players. It looks like he's thinking about doing a proxy here, and this is most likely going to be a proxy Stargate. We see a lot of proxy Stargates these days from Protoss players, mostly to get out early oracles against Terran. Hopefully try to catch them before they can get the engineering bay down and the missile turrets down, because those things deal a whole lot of damage really early on. But what I was saying about the map is that because there are so many chokes and so many narrow places that units have to fit through, anything you can get that's AoE is really strong. Colossi really strong. Ghost EMPs really strong. Also, Colossi very strong. So anything with AoE is generally anything that's going to do a lot of damage to units squished into a choke is going to be really strong on this map. So we're going to have to see if these players are going to be taking advantage of that. As we can see, this first Stargate is now coming down in the base of our barcode Protoss. We do have a first unit being chrono boosted out of this gateway, and we see that it's going to be a stalker here. So this is going to allow him to go in and start to be a little bit aggressive, start to get a little bit of scouting information from his opponent, and even start to get out here quickly and defend this in case any Marines come down and start to take down this Stargate. And oh, we see the starport now coming down here for ThorZain as he has gone barracks into factory into starport. So it looks like he's trying to hide the starport, so he could possibly be going for some drops. We don't see any armory on the way yet, so we don't know if it is going to be Hellbats from ThorZain, but we do see that the first oracle is now coming out here from our barcode Protoss, and this could be deathly for ThorZain. This could be really deadly. He does have the barracks out, and he's double producing Marines, so that's really good for ThorZain. He's going to need those Marines to be able to defend, but these Oracles deal damage so quickly that they can even take out a good number of Marines here fairly quick. So now the Scout is coming down here. It looks like he does manage to pick off that one unit. Oh, and there's a Widow Mine out here, but it's moving out here to the front of the base as this Oracle is about to move into the main. As you can see, it's starting to focus down those Marines. 4 Marines going to go down, no problem, but 2 more Marines coming out, and I think that's going to actually force away this Oracle, and no! He's actually going to be able to pick those off, but now he's got no more energy to really take off too many SCVs. 2, 3, 4, I am totally wrong about that. He just picked up 5 SCVs. 5 SCVs instantly going down here for our Protoss, and that is huge at this point in the game. Ooh, but nice Widow Mine there. Ooh, needs to be careful about that. He did a whole lot of damage to his own units. But this means that Protoss is now ahead, 23 workers to the 22 of ThorZain. And the first medevac is now out, but the second Oracle is also out as well. In the base of our Protoss player, we see 2 more gateways going down here, so we might actually see some aggression. As you can see, this first Stalker is going to come in here, and now this Oracle is going to come in here, start to drop that, I actually don't even know what that ability is called. The Pulsar Beam. The Pulsar Beam down on all these SCVs, a lot of SCVs going down here, and not only that, the Stalker is now coming in here, and oh, that Widow Mine finally recharges, manages to pick that unit off, but now there's a Stalker in here, and there's not a whole lot that ThorZain can do about a Stalker in his base right now. Some Marines coming out right now, and this medevac is going to be so helpful in keeping all of his units alive against this one Stalker. But as we can see, more units are going to be coming across the field here very soon. Another Oracle is now out. The 3 Stargates, going up to 4 gateways rather. They are going to be coming up here, and he's going to start to be able to warp units in at this northern position. Checking out the harvester count right now, 23 harvesters to 21, still 7 workers killed so far for our Protoss player, and now we can see that the first round of units is going to be warping in, and that is a set of Stalkers. They are going to start to move in now, and with this Oracle, he's going to be able to deal a lot of damage, and another Oracle goes down to this Widow Mine. So ThorZain doing a fantastic job of defending against this here, but he needs to be really super careful because his opponent is following this up with a 4-gate. No expansions going down at all. Notice no more worker production. So he is completely all in with this attack. Phoenix is now coming out of this building. Actually, ThorZain, thinking that he defended that attack, starts to throw down his command center. He's actually trying to throw it down again here. I'm not sure why he's trying to even do that. I don't even think that's something that he can barely manage to keep up here, but I don't think there's not a whole lot that ThorZain can do at this point. His opponent is just way too far all in, and there's just too many units on the field here for our Protoss opponent. And will ThorZain go down? It looks like, yeah, I don't think he can actually hold this. He's losing so many SCVs right now, losing a whole lot of mining time, already down to 16 workers killed, and this is going to be a bad fighting position here for ThorZain as all of these Stalkers now pulled up into this little corner using ThorZain's own starport against him there, and so many SCVs now going down. Oh, nice Widow Mine hit once again, but I'm afraid it's not going to be enough as all the SCVs have now gone down, all except for 2 rather, and there are still 7 Stalkers, or 8 Stalkers rather, on the field, and now ThorZain is at 18 supply to the 35 of the barcode Protoss, and it looks like that is going to be GG for ThorZain. Oh my god, I should know that a drop actually went down in the main here, but the probes were pulled in time, so Protoss still has a lot of probes out there. It looks like he's going to be coming back right now to try to deal some damage, and there's a second medevac out here as well, but the command center did go down in the base of ThorZain, so now ThorZain's just trying to stay alive for as long as he can with those Widow Mines. His opponent actually being forced to mine. He's actually losing a lot of workers now to this drop, not deciding to attack those units at all, and so now looks like we are actually going to have a base race situation here as ThorZain is now being revealed, but he can lift his buildings and fly off. Can ThorZain actually come back in this game? This is going to be an insane game if ThorZain can actually come back from this. He's got 4 Marines here, and he's got a Hellion to his opponent's 6 Stalkers here, and these Widow Mines are going to be able to do a lot of damage. Those are going to be absolutely critical because there's no detection out here for our Protoss player. The Nexus finally does go down, and all the probes have gone down as well. If we check out the harvester count right now, there are 0 harvesters on both sides of the map, but these Protoss buildings can fly, and there's only 1 Phoenix out on the field, so these last remaining barracks need to get down to these Marines as soon as possible. And as you can see, he is moving out with this medevac to try to go save that, because this is absolutely critical. Saving this barracks is absolutely critical. This 1 Phoenix may actually win him the game, and oh, here we go. It looks like he's going to need to set up a nice little attack here. Why is he not coming to defend this? Oh, he's actually going to go up into the main and try to take out this 1 Stalker to try to thin out his opponent's army just a little bit. Sees the starport, doesn't even care, wants to try to save these buildings. He's got this 1 starport which is burning down, so that is going to die for sure, but he can defend here with all of these Widow Mines, and his opponent can't get, there's no way for his opponent to get up this ramp. We have a complete stalemate here by both of these players, because I don't think there's anything that either player can actually do. Now he's going to start to move up this ramp there, and that Phoenix is going to go down, and oh, the Widow Mines are still up. But will he be able to hold this? I don't know. Oh, 1 Widow Mine hit goes down there, and ThorZain pulling out with the rest of his 3 Marines. This is such an intense fight. These are all the buildings that are left for ThorZain. There is nothing left except for these few bases here. Widow Mine's going down. They need to burrow really fast, and oh, that's not the best spot for them to be burrowed. They need to be burrowed down here somewhere where they can be defending this refinery and these last 2 supply depots. And I don't know why he's trying to defend the reactor. I don't know if that allows him to win the game. Can he win by defending the reactor? I'm actually not sure, but this reactor does not have a whole lot of health, only 192 192 health on that reactor, and that reactor is going to be all that matters. That is the only building currently out on the field here for ThorZain. And yeah, it looks like ThorZain is just going to have to GG out of that game. I actually don't know if he would still be able to stay alive because of this reactor. I'm not actually sure about that. That's actually a really, really good question, but it looks like ThorZain forced to GG out of that game. Super, super close game there at the end. Hope you guys enjoyed that game. I'm going to be casting one more today, and so be sure to tune into that game that is going to be coming up in just a moment. Thanks for watching, guys. Glitch out.